It is exactly 9 p.m. East African time. A very good evening to you, wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast on this last day of September, that is the 30th of September 2025. My name is Kimani, and Boniface Morithi is our sign language interpreter. We begin with President William Ruto has defended the reforms in the health sector under the leadership of the Kenya Kwanza government in what appeared to be a response to former President Uhuru Kenyatta's claims that the Kenya Kwanza government failed by scrapping sustainable projects like Linda Mama. Ruto stated that his government has improved those programs.
To the defense of my former boss, the former president, to defend him that we should be a bit magnanimous to him. He did time, led our country, and the Linda Mama program was a great program. We developed it under the Jubilee administration, under the leadership of President Uhuru. We learned a lot from the Linda Mama program. And because of the experiences, because of the lessons learned from the Linda Mama program, we designed the Linda Jamii program, which was an improvement from the Linda Mama program. So Linda Mama was good. Linda Jamii is obviously better. And therefore, it is an improvement from what it was in terms of the scope, from just delivery of mothers, which was the primary target of Linda Mama. We've now improved it to cover prenatal, before the delivery, postnatal, the delivery itself, postnatal, and it's no longer targeting Mama. It is targeting Jamii, Mama plus the children, plus the household. The figures have also increased in terms of benefits.
Well, still at it, and Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Wale has disclosed that the Linda Mama maternity program was weighed down by a 5.6 billion shillings debt when the Kenya Kwanza government took office, part of what he termed a 30 billion shillings fictitious liability inherited from the defunct NHIF. Speaking in Kajiado County, CS Duale said the revamped program under the new Social Health Authority will now offer expanded benefits for mothers and families nationwide. Our reporter Alice Diana with more on this.
But today, because you started it,
Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale now says the Kenya Kwanza government was confronted with a fictitious NHIF debt amounting to 30 billion shillings when it took over power from the Jubilee government.
History of this university.
Out of the 30 billion shillings debt, Duale says 5.6 billion was linked to the Linda Mama program.
out of that debt, Linda Mama debt under NHIF inpatient was 4.8 billion. Outpatient was 306 million. In total, my good friend, my former leader, you have left us with 5.6 billion Linda Mama. You should thank us. We did not look for the money. We did not went to public rallies and said you left us. You left us with the many debt. But today, because you started it, Linda Mama left a debt with us, Your Excellency.
Speaking in Kajiado County, Duale announced that the government has expanded the Linda Mama program under the Social Health Authority SHA to offer more benefits for mothers, newborns, and families across the country.
Today, Your Excellency, in 9 months under SHA, 627,155 mothers have delivered in the Republic of Kenya. Our delivery is about 1.1 million. We covered the mother, we covered the whole journey, prenatal, postnatal. We made her she deliver safely. If there was complication, we took her through cesarean. We followed the child. We followed the family. 627. And out of these, 41,000 of these were teenage mothers paid by social health authorities.
Introduced in 2016 under the Universal Health Coverage UHC agenda, Linda Mama was a flagship maternal health initiative funded through NHIF.
You have of your families.
It aimed to eliminate financial barriers that prevented women, especially in low-income and rural areas, from accessing essential maternity services. Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Alice, for that report. Now, Still Matters Health and healthcare unions across the country have threatened to suspend services in a bid to pressure the Ministry of Health to address the ongoing crisis in Kiambu County. The unions have criticized Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi, accusing him of completely disregarding the rights of healthcare workers and subjecting them to poor working conditions. The county has been grappling with a prolonged doctor strike that has lasted 126 days, prompting the ministry to redeploy over 600 medical interns from the region.
It is 126 days not of doctor strikes, but 126 days of county strike. Because it is the county that has come out in all the manners of ways to ensure that the right things are not done to the doctors. And this is not limited to only doctors. It's also for the nurses. It's also for the clinical officers. That's why all these team have agreed to issue notice next week to join the strike.
If a county cannot be able to manage health services, then the health services are transferred back to the national government. Because it is the work of government to ensure that the citizens get the highest standards of health as detailed under Article 43 of the Constitution.
President, the way the 25,000 signatures, the petitions, watu wa Kiambu wamelia, wanakuangalia. We want to see Kiambu Metropolitan Services as early as yesterday. Comrades, power. People like Wamatangi should just go home. They should we want to see the issue about healthcare. It's a right in this country. You cannot be one person, you cannot be able to deny the entire Kiambu resident the right to healthcare.
If it means that we will suspend everything to pump sense into the governors, we shall do that. Kiambu County is a classical example of a failed county, because why should you fight unions?
Well, moving on swiftly, and some students from the Kenyatta University have threatened to join their lecturers in protest if the government fails to address their concerns within the next 24 hours. The students, who have been studying on their own for the past 3 weeks, say the academic calendar has been disrupted. They are demanding compensation for the lost time. They have also criticized the government for neglecting the challenges facing the education sector.
We demand for concrete public stated plan for the recovery of lost time, including revised academic calendar to prevent this disruption from becoming lost semester or delayed graduation for thousands of students.
And it's remaining like 1 month to our examination, and we've never seen our lecturers in class. And we are not going to retreat. We are here so that you can hear our voices.
Any delayed academic calendar, they shall compensate it.
Yes.
As we know, right now there's an ongoing strike of the lecturers. We will not sit back and relax while these people are delaying our dreams in this nation.
Yes.
Well, to some politics now, and the National Assembly Minority Leader Junet Mohammed has hit out at the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, accusing him of trying to undermine the ODM party. Speaking during a party event, Junet reaffirmed ODM's commitment to working with President William Ruto's government even beyond 2027 and expressed confidence ahead of the upcoming by-elections.
Chama iko na mpango. Tunajua hii chama imetoka wapi, iko wapi na inaenda wapi. Tunajua. Na nimesema mara mingi, nilisema juzi Kisii, nikarudia hapa Narok. Hii chama ndio itaform serikali 2027. Watu wakinikisema hivyo wanafikiri mimi ni wasimu. Mtaona ikikuwa ya kwamba nani alijua sasa tutakuwa pale tuko. Nani alijua? Si watu walikuwa wamesema sasa bomba zimekwisha, ODM imekwisha, sasa tuko wapi? hii sasa ndio tuko ndani ya serikali. Kwa broad based government. So Minister of Finance ni mtu ODM. Minister Energy ni mtu ODM. Minister Mines ni mtu ODM. Minister sijui ya cooperative ni mtu ODM. Unaweza linganisha ODM na DCP? Chama ambaye hujui kichwa ni wapi, mkia ni wapi, hujui inatoka wapi, ofisi yake iko wapi, kiongozi yake ni nani? Juzi nilisikia Rigathi akipiga sisi. Ati ODM iko na kikundi mbili. Kikundi wa kina Joneta ambaye wanaongea mzuri na kikundi ya SG wanaongea mbaya. Bana sikia. Wewe una chamba. Una kikundi ya kikabila kama ya Gema. Kwanza tengeneza chamba. Ukitengeneza chama ndio utajua chama inaongozwa namna gani. So you are leading a tribal outfit in the name of a party.
Now, family, friends and leaders from various political affiliations, including Martha Karua, Moses Kuria and Raphael Tuju, paid tribute to the late Dalmas Otieno, who died on September 7th, 2025 at his home in Nairobi after a brief illness. They remembered him as a dedicated leader who advocated for the rights of ordinary citizens. Dalmas contributed significantly to national development during his service in multiple ministerial roles.
Many of us looked up to him for his very calm counsel, his very kind and concern, especially for the people that he served.
When I came to know Dalmas and I was consulting with him, and especially when 2013, 2017, I was working closely with Uhuru Kenyatta, and Dalmas was in court and the country was so divided. And Dalmas was the reason, the voice of reason, which was calming us down, bringing everybody together, and really, I've not in a long time seen such a steadfast man who could not be swayed.
He's one of the fellows who told Uhuru in 2006, 2007, when we were riding on ODM, all politics is local. Achana na hii, alafu hiyo ndio ilimfanya I inherit your Mount Kenya. They loved him in politics, but they knew akipanda hiyo mlima, against the mlima, mambo itakuwa ngumu.
Now, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights has urged the government to take swift action in strengthening human rights protections. The commission is calling for the prompt ratification of various optional international protocols, particularly those aimed at safeguarding individuals from enforced disappearances, protecting the rights of migrant workers, and activating the multi-agency task force focused on addressing the criminalization of enforced disappearances.
When I look at the scenario within the African region, many African governments are not keen on ratifying the optional protocols. As mentioned in the discussions earlier, optional protocols gives the citizens a chance to raise their human rights concerns and violations at a different arena when the local mechanisms have not redressed them to the satisfaction of those citizens. I don't know whether they fear the numbers of the cases that may go, outside the country. I'm not sure whether that will be causing an embarrassment, to the country. But the bottom line is many African countries, including Kenya, are not keen on ratifying the optional protocols so that they give individual citizens in those countries the opportunity to air their human rights violations across the borders. For example, the African Court on Human and People's Rights, among others.
All right, crossing borders now, and US President Donald Trump has accelerated his push for peace in Gaza, unveiling a detailed US-backed ceasefire plan that he says could end the war immediately. Israel has agreed to the 20-point proposal, which includes a major hostage prisoner exchange and a suspension of military operations. But the deal now hinges on Hamas, with the White House offering amnesty to fighters who disarm and commit to peace.
To ensure the success of this effort, my plan calls for the creation of a new international oversight body, the Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name, the Board of Peace, which will be headed, not at my request, believe me, I'm very busy, but we have to make sure this works. The leaders of the Arab world and Israel and everybody involved asked me to do this, so it would be headed by a gentleman known as President Donald J. Trump of the United States.
Well, it is exactly 15 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and the sports news. Stick around.
What if your pain had a purpose? What if your past was just a beginning of a greater story?
Gotten to another level because now I could not do anything without it, and now it became like a poison. I take it today, it grounds me for 3 more days.
If I had not read the Bible, when I read the Bible, it just confirmed all the more that I had an encounter with the Lord, because I told him, Lord, why have you come to me?
From the streets to the sanctuary, from the prison yard to the pulpit, real people are sharing the power of God's transforming love. No matter where you've been, God can rewrite your story.
So I got him, I just called, and by luck, he picked up the phone. I explained everything and what I was feeling.
Wow.
He started praying in tongues immediately over the phone, and that thing, whatever it was, it stopped.
Join me, Sharon Aitore Wangenye, for Testify every Thursday at 8 p.m. as we listen through the journey of hope, healing, and redemption through the voices of people just like you.
And when you're running away from God, there's only the far you can run.
Yeah.
I stand here as a witness that God catches up.
These aren't just stories, they are testimonies. Don't just watch. Testify.
Hi, my name is Sharon Aitore Wangenye. Thank you so much for being one of our viewers. We truly honor you and appreciate you. We'd love to know how you're receiving us, how your reception is in terms of the quality of the video and the audio as well. So please scan this QR code and give us your feedback. Thank you and God bless you.
Get ready for an unforgettable worship experience.
Hakuja kuwa, hakutakuwa. Niwe mi, nina hitaji. Mimi nataka ushirika na wewe.
Every Sunday on Ultimate Worship.
Ainuliwe Mungu wetu.
Where we bring you live music, powerful praise, and anointed gospel ministers and bands.
Nashangilia Mwokozi.
Join us every Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Everywhere I go, I see you right there.
It's not just music, it's worship unleashed. It's ultimate worship.
You're too faithful to fail me.
Only on Hope TV, where you look and live.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch, and thank you so much for staying with us. Now let's get down to business and agriculture. Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe is drawing a hard line on milk quality, warning that Kenya's dairy exports will only grow if farmers and feed producers eliminate aflatoxin, and embrace quality-based payments. Speaking at the African Dairy Conference in Nairobi, the CS announced plans for a new certification program that will reward farmers who deliver clean, high-grade milk.
We must all produce good quality milk, and the farmer must be compensated for good quality milk. So it cannot be surely that we pay for poor quality 40 shillings for poor quality milk and 40 shillings for good quality milk. Then what would be the incentive of producing good quality milk if bad quality milk and good quality milk are paid the same way? Therefore, going forward, we were supposed to have launched this program for good quality milk production in Kenya. The only reason why I delayed it deliberately, I delayed the launch, and I know that Joachim was very ready to do so. I'm aware of that. Yeah, I know. Is only because I did not feel that at the farmer level, at the milk collection level, we were ready, for with all the gadgets necessary for the good measurement of good quality milk.
Now on to some sporting action. TBM Health FC and Kolwa Falcons are the new kings and queens of the Nyanza football after clinching top honors at the Bingwa Fest regional finals in Siaya County. The weekend also saw standout performances in rugby, basketball and athletics, all setting the stage for the eastern leg in Machakos next month.
We've come to Siaya, and part of Bingwa Fest is also living facilities that the local athletes and sports persons will be using. We built a basketball court. We brought them a medical camp where patients are being seen for free, doctor consultations, laboratory services, radiology, as well as medication. They are getting medication for free. We're very happy generally with the turnout. The fans have come out in large numbers, and we ask them to continue turning out to support our sports persons and growing sports in Kenya.
This tournament, we have just training every time, every hour. We just train that way. Last year we were just beaten, but we doesn't lose hope. So we decided to put more effort in rugby. So this year we have put our effort. So we have just, as we started playing on Friday, our game was just well. We played well, and now we have become the winner of this tournament.
We have won the finals, coming down from 8-12. It hasn't been, haijakuwa rahisi. Yeah, it's been a mountain to climb.
Now, Kariobangi Sharks' wait for a first win in the FKF Premier League goes on after a 1-0 home defeat to KCB FC at the Kasarani Annex. Now, despite coming off 2 draws and eager to claim maximum points, Sharks were undone by Richard Omondi's decisive first-half strike. The victory lifts KCB, coached by Robert Matano, back to winning ways after a defeat to Mathare United last week, while Sharks continue to seek their breakthrough.
Tulijua kwamba Kariobangi Sharks ni wazuri na walikuwa wanatamani sana kutumia hizo nafasi, haswa kipindi cha pili. Kipindi cha kwanza, kama nilivyokuambia, ni kwamba tulitaka kuwasukuma wafanye maybe mistakes zile pale kwa upande wao, ili na sisi tukapitalize on that. Na nashukuru tulikosa kona mbili ambapo Richard ambaye amefunga bao leo angetoka na hat-trick, lakini tunashukuru Mungu hiyo bao moja imetuweka mahali.
Nafikiri leo labda tumekuwa na nafasi moja tu ile ya Mark Vivan, na imekuwa ligi ngumu kwa maana timu kama zinashinda na bao moja kwa nunge, inamaanisha msipounda nafasi vizuri nao pia wanazuia vyema. So siwezi ongelea experience, nafikiri labda tungeitumia ile moja, but hatuundi nafasi zaidi za kuweza kufunga.
Now, Tusker FC head coach Charles Okere says the Brewers are ready to shake off their shaky start as they face Mathare United in Match Day 3 of the Football Kenya Federation Premier League on Wednesday. After back-to-back losses, Okere insists the team has regrouped and focused on tightening their defense, but wants off a tough test against a confident Slum Boys side.
It's a tough start of the league, 2 losses in a row. That is nothing to smile about. But again, we should talk about the positive also. We had a good preseason and we showed some positive signs. I think and believe that team building is a process and we have to be patient for some time so that we can get the results. We have a meeting with the technical team, with the players in terms of what we need to improve as a team. And I believe in the coming matches we are going to get positive results.
Well, and that's how we conclude the news on this last day of September 2025. A very many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kimani, and Boniface Morethi has been our sign language interpreter. See you next month.